What the hell am I doing here?
Listen. He needs to
In this miserable place. I'm risking my life. For what exactly?
All right, boys, we are headed to the pre-ride of the big Used Bikes Direct meet. Right now, we got the boys from Dallas with us, Papa Mez, Rafa, Ave, Mr. Unknown Rider. We got Jixabra here, and Reckless. I'm on Used Bikes Direct's beautiful. I rode this R1 before, same one that was on the channel beforehand. So, I love this bike, and it's listed for. It's got 7,000 miles on it. It's listed for $18,900. There's no dealer fees or no hidden fees on Used Bikes Direct bikes. Like all these other dealers out in Houston, bro, they'll scam you. You'll buy a BMW S1000 RR, and they're gonna add like $4,000 worth of accessories and dealer's fees for no reason. Private club. What you see the bike listed for is what it's priced at. They don't be scamming like most dealers out here, probably. We just take 610, yeah, 610 to Hardy, I guess. That's this guy. He knows everything with this reason. You know the way, no? Yeah. Don't forget, this was your city. This was your city. Don't forget that. Yeah, no, R1s are still like my favorite bikes to ride. So. Well, that bike looks so good, dude. Damn. Oh, shit. That looks like a bike, dude. Oh, shit. I don't know who that was, but oh, shit. Rest in peace. Man, that was horrible. That was a bad scene.
Hot pancakes out here. Maybe a little 60 bikes?
Huh?
Yeah, it's like a 50, 60 bikes.
What time is it? What time is it?
It's early. We still got time. No, we don't.
What's up, G? Y'all see my boy Dawson got the kids shirt on. Turn on.
Good.
Yup. We should throw on Sir Johnson, boys. We're throttle twisters out here, man. How you doing, brother? You doing good? You sell that bike yet?
No.
No?
Nobody wants a naked bike, dog. Sounds like fuck.
What's up, man? Will, man. Y'all know if anybody went down this morning?
Fuck, I didn't see anybody.
It was a
Right here?
Yeah.
Or like last time?
Here. Like on the way here. On 40, bro. That was a horrible wreck.
I saw one bike coming up here. That was it.
That was a horrible wreck on 45, dude. Hey, I got your hoodie waiting for you at the...
What's up?
I got your hoodie waiting for you at the shop. Yeah, I know you be here.
Hey, bro.
I don't know if XL was big or big muscle ass, bro.
I'm like 230 now, bro.
Yeah, but you're buff as you're like Fastlane D.
Justin. Bro, I promise you, everybody keeps saying that.
Wait, last week we had some close calls. We also took some last minute exits, which is also on me. So let's be courteous to that and watchful of that, right? At the same time, right? Let's give a big thanks to our guys from Dallas coming down, Rafa, Jixabra, Eddie, all them, right? And also our boys down here in Houston. We got Will Kids. And I know this isn't typical, but if y'all don't mind, let's say a quick prayer before we get this ride started. That way we can get there safely, all right? So if y'all want...
All right, boys, we're headed to the meet. Had a good little speech. Have a nice, safe ride up there. Apparently that wreck that was on the freeway was Rafa was thinking it was a homeless man because there was no bike. I thought they just picked the bike up already because I didn't see the tow company or somebody. I didn't even see the fire department. There was just cops. We got full res in the cut. like we got two different groups. We got this group and then we got a group in the back. This one though, it's not as smooth as the R1M is. Definitely more twitchy.
Pull the red tabs! What is that? The red tabs on the helmet? He's bleeding. He's bleeding. No, he's not bleeding. Okay.
He had a seizure on impact.
Who's the kid, bro? No. Hey, bro. Hey, Will, talk to me, bro. Will. You hear me, bro? Will.
Give him some space. Give him some space. Hey, listen. He needs to keep his mouth to the ground. Will, stay in there. Give him strength. Give him strength.
Will, listen to me, bro.
Give him strength. He's having a seizure. He's gonna have to work through it. All right, his mouth needs to stay open. Listen. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk y'all through it. But basically, all that went wrong in my head, all I remember is I get it up, I feel it, and I typically, on other bikes, especially on my Fireblade, I would dip it back just a little bit just to slow it down from balance point. I would dip it back just a little bit. Most of the time, I never had to use rear brake when doing that. I just let the engine brake in doing it. So I don't know what the settings were on the R1, but usually the engine brake acts as its own like brake to where you let off the throttle, it'll go back down. But this time it didn't. It didn't at all. I went up in the wheelie. I'm like, okay, let me get a little higher so I can slow it down. I get a little higher, and as I'm feeling it, I remember feeling the bike, and I'm up. I'm like, oh, this is a little too high, right? And as soon as it gets a little too high, I hit the rear brake, and I don't know if I hit too much rear brake or what, but I hit the rear brake. That wobble started, like as soon as I was going for the brake, that wobble started, and next thing you know, I was flying through the air. But thank God I chose to wear my gear that day, because I wasn't going to wear my gear. I was going to wear my Will Kid Hill merch for the event, because I had other people there that I was giving my merch to there and everything. And something told me just to wear my jacket that day, and I'm glad I did. I'm very happy that I did. As y'all can see, the jacket's not too bad. I mean, it's a little torn up, a little battle scars. Looks like Batman got in a fight, but your shoulders are where it's really messed up. Took all the impact. As you can see, the shoulder took all the hit next to the elbows and everything. I guess you could say I dragged the elbow. But yeah, the back took all of it because I was pretty much on my back the whole time. But yeah, jacket's still good. I'm definitely gonna keep wearing this. And then also I have my MBT pants on that I always wear when I ride, and these aren't really messed up at all. They got a few tears in them, but I wore the knee pads, and they did their job at about an 80-mile-per-hour crash. I mean, I went sliding, obviously. That was about the only tears that they have, and they have a little nick up here by the hip area. But other than that, everything's good to go on these. And these aren't even their newest ones. I believe these are the drop before his newest ones. Yeah, I'm always gonna stand by MBT. I always knew that they worked. I've had plenty of friends wear MBTs, and they go down and they save their skin too. So I came out of that wreck very, very fortunate, guys.
Zero road rash, very little injury. The only injury I had was I had a brain bleed from when I hit my head, but thankfully my Shoei, I'll pop the video up right here, I don't have it with me, but my Shoei X15, I'll rep Shoei forever, saved my life. I hit the back of my head first, went straight, bam, head hit, shoulder hit, hip hit. Shoulder, I'm completely fine, there's no pain there. But my head hit first, and I had a slight little brain bleed. That's why I was hospitalized for, 3 days? But it felt like 1 day because I was asleep the whole time. But as far as injuries, yes, the helmet hit first, bam, shoulder hit, and then my hip. And then my hip, I just have a deep tissue bruise on my hip. And walking out the hospital, I had a limp for a little bit. And right now, I kind of, it's been about a week after, I kind of have a little tiny limp. But as far as the brain bleed went, the doctors, they went in, they did the CT scan, made sure that my brain absorbed that blood that came out, and everything was good. So, I mean, injury-wise, I probably won't feel these effects until I'm like in my 60s. Like my hip, that'll probably hit me when I'm like 50-something. That pain will probably come back. My head, maybe I'll be schizophrenic or something by 60. I don't know. But that's something to worry about when I'm 60. I mean, I'm still young, so I'm all right. But at the end of the day, I give all glory to God that I'm still alive. With the way I ride and what I do, that's the only reason I'm still alive. I don't care what anybody else says. People talk about, oh, you have bad luck, luck this, luck that. Bro, I'll tell you one thing. I have never in my life believed in luck. Not once. I believe in faith, and I believe that shit just happens. It just happens. That was just unfortunate. Honestly, I don't know why I even attempted to do that. I just did it. I was like, oh, I've done this on plenty of other bikes. Let me just do it on this one too. And then I'm nowhere near that skill level in wheelies where I can just say, hey, let me hop on this bike and just dip it back. Like, I'm not like that. But I did it because I've done it plenty of times before that and got away with it. But this time I didn't, and I bit the concrete, obviously. I've been riding 8 years. This is my first real wreck that I've been in. I will always take accountability for my mess ups, and I do. I post them. Y'all see them. Like, I'm not invincible. And that's like another big thing I want to talk about is accountability. It's like, if I told y'all how many creators have crashed and they don't say anything about it, or they don't take notice about when they crash or anything like that, because their ego is so hurt by it, y'all would be shocked. Almost everybody y'all see has crashed in a stupid way. It's just nobody wants to post that because you want to be seen as this guy, you're that guy, you know. But I don't really care for it like that. I have a platform, and I have people that look up to me, younger riders that look up to me. They want to ride like me. But I mean, obviously, I'm not the best influence in the world. But if y'all see my mess ups and know that, okay, Will wrecked. I'm supposed to be this skillful rider. I'm not. I just have balls. I'm supposed to be this skillful rider on the highway that rides fast or whatever. But some of y'all see me as invincible. Nobody's invincible. I thought, don't get me wrong, I thought I was. For the past 8 years, no wrecks, I thought I was clean invincible. I'm like, oh, I can do whatever I want. God's got my back. I'm always gonna be good, no matter what I do. That's not the case. I mean, yes, I walked away from that wreck injury-free. I'm totally fine, but I still wrecked. All I can tell y'all is I don't have control over it. Everybody has free will. I don't have control over your actions. Yes, some of y'all are influenced by the way I ride, the way others ride. I can't control y'all. Y'all do what you want, but just be aware that we are not invincible. Anything can happen to any of us. Then you can learn from my mess ups. Okay, Will should have learned on a smaller bike. Will should have taken it slower. Will should have done this, should have done this. I should have done a lot of things. And like, I was nowhere near the skill level in wheelies just to hop from bike to bike to bike to bike like I was doing and just wheelie every bike that I was on. I was nowhere near that skill level. And so I'm like hopping to different bikes thinking like, oh yeah, I can just wheelie this bike too, wheelie this bike too. No, I can't. I was just winging it. Look what winging it got me. Biting the concrete. So no, don't wing it. Yes, listen to people that are better than you. Experience is the biggest thing when it comes to bikes, guys. Listen to the guys that have experience. Listen to their words and take them to heart. Put your ego aside and just sit down and learn. That's the best thing you can do.
But then I sit here and I talk to myself and I realize I'm getting older, man. And nobody, I don't care who you are in the world, nobody really has it figured out. Nobody ever does. Everybody has setbacks. I'm just in mine, and that's all it is. But none of it's ever going to stop me. And that's another thing is like, all these setbacks keep happening. Yes, and it sucks. But I don't feel more stress from it. I don't feel like it's an actual setback. All I feel like I'm doing is I'm growing more into the man I'm supposed to be. So it's like, I know God's got me. I ride the stupid way that I ride in the past, and it's because I've always felt I'm a very faith-driven guy. I've always been religious. I've always been trying to be the best Christian that I can be. And I've always felt like I was protected when I was riding. That's why I went 7 or 8 years really without wrecking, and I was like, oh, he's got me. He's not gonna let something happen to me like that. You know, that's why I've always ridden like fast and just careless and stupid, like really stupid, because I've always felt protected. And that's why I had that fear in my head that, oh, one day it's gonna happen to me. One day I'm gonna wreck out. And that day happened. He always humbles me when I get ahead of myself in a way. But right, the crazy thing is that I've never in my life at this moment, before the wreck, during the wreck, and 6 months ago, these past 6 months, I have never been this close to God in my life. Yet, everything's just falling apart in my life. But it doesn't feel like it's falling apart, because I know it's going to work out. I know that everything I'm striving for will happen. And that's why I keep going. Like, I don't see this as setbacks. It's just like, oh, it happened. Cool. Where do you go from this? Are you going to let it beat you to your knees? Because it will. Or are you going to rise, get up, and keep moving forward? And I'm always going to keep moving forward. Yeah, it sucks. I can't really do much about it. I can't work. I can't ride. So it's like, what do? You know? You just keep marching, man. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know if y'all know what I do for work, but I'm a firefighter. And I can't work because, one, I got in that wreck and my balls got twisted, so I couldn't work for that. And now this happens just as I was about to go back into work. This happens. So now I'm like, it just sucks. It really sucks. Oh, another thing I do want to update y'all on is the Will Kid Hill merch. If you did get your merch, I really appreciate the support. That actually helped me out a lot, especially right now. I couldn't ask for better support on the merch. Y'all loved it. So shout out to all you guys that bought the merch. I will be doing more drops here in the future. So y'all just stay tuned. But I really do appreciate everybody that bought some merch, because I couldn't thank you guys enough. That was probably the best time I could have dropped merch, because that actually helped me a lot. I really appreciate the support, guys, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna continue to do my thing. Let me rest up, heal up completely. I'll get back on the bikes, start doing more, and yeah, we continue to march on, boys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not letting these little setbacks actually set me back. I'm never gonna stop grinding for what I want. And yeah. All right, boys. I appreciate you boys tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.